Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Young Millennials podcast. It's been so long. It feels like forever. We're excited to get back into this new year. Same old bitches, except I have a new setup if you're watching this on YouTube. And Billy is the same.
Yeah, same bitch.
Billy's the same. We are excited to get back into this. We have a little bit of a new structure, a new feel. We just wanted to switch it up, so we're ready to rock. We are ready to rock your socks off.
Leaning a bit more into current events, pop culture-iness.
What's the 411? What's the hap? You know? So we're going to see. This is a growing thing and it evolves, and what works now might not work in 6 months from now. So as long as you're along for the ride, you're going to enjoy yourself. Beep, beep, get in, bitches.
It has been a crazy 2025.
Literally, what's the date? It's the 21st, 3 weeks in. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck?
It's beyond. January is always like the longest month of the year. And
it's just like, you go into the year like, I'm going to, kick this year's ass. And it's like, no, bitch, we're going to beat you down. We're beating you down. Yeah. So, Lordy, if this is what the year's going to be like.
No, I still actually have a lot of like good vibes for this year, like just in like the general sense. Last year, like it turning 2024, I like felt nothing. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of it too was the whole like turning 30 and all like that.
Yeah.
But 31 has kind of felt a little more powerful actually.
Okay, I'm loving that for you. I'm loving that for you.
I mean, the vibes have been bad, like everything going on, but like,
yes,
some things just like I feel like inner dialogue like clicked so far.
That's how I feel too, and like externally, the world is quite literally in flames right now. But I feel good about myself, and I think when shit is hitting the fan around you, all you can do is center and focus on you and what you can control. And that's what we're going to be doing. So minding our damn business, staying in our lane, doing what we can do for ourselves.
Yes, like, crazy for you. You were not so good all LA fires, but you were literally there.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I wanted to touch on because...
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I was literally, everyone knows about these Los Angeles fires. It's absolutely devastating, and I happened to be there. And it's so surreal. And this sadness that I think everyone there feels, because if you're not being affected by it directly, you're just going about your everyday life. Like I was standing in a coffee shop getting my fucking $10 latte, and I'm like, why do I feel like a big piece of shit right now? Like people have lost everything. Thousands and thousands of people have lost quite literally everything they own, if not their lives. And I'm just getting my fucking latte, and it's so scary. One of the fires, it's called like technically the Sunset Fire. It was in the Hollywood Hills. That got pretty close to me. Like I had to leave my friend's apartment. It was scary. So it's very
like an evacuated zone.
So there's 3 levels basically. So there's the evacuate now zone. Then there's the get ready to evacuate. And then there's like the obviously not evacuate. So where my friend lives, it was like 5 or 6 blocks from the get ready to evacuate. So Hollywood is so crowded. I was like, I'm not risking this. And at the rate that these fires were spreading, I'm like, we can't wait. Like I'd rather be safe than sorry. I am into, survival mode. Like, let's go, pack your shit, get out. Like we can always, exactly. We can always come back. It's not that big of a deal. I'd rather leave before everyone else does. So it was scary. I'm gonna have Billy put in the show notes the foundations you can donate to. I think it's important that we as a society step up and do what we can, because it's so devastating. Like real things, real people, real communities are just decimated. And like, my friends out there, like a few of their favorite restaurants burned down. Like they know people who lost their homes. It's just, I hate to be like, I'm so happy I was there for that, but it made it more real for me you know, having to wear an N95 mask because there's ashes falling from the sky and I'm coughing and my eyes are burning. So I'm very grateful that my friends are okay, but it is still so real and so upsetting what is happening out there. So I think as a society, we need to step up and do what we can to help others.
Agree.
Oh,
that is.
Luckily now they're pretty much all contained. They're mostly out. I was watching that shit like a dad watching a snowstorm develop.
Fire?
So not really. Like it's contained. It's not running rampant how it was. But the thing of concern is, you know, the reason that this all started was because of this weather event called the Santa Ana winds, where it's like basically like a 1 in like, you know, 10, 15 year thing where the winds pick up the way they come down the mountains into the valleys, and they can be up to 100-mile-an-hour winds. So it was so windy out there that, you know, one little ember, it spreads and whoosh, you know, that's it. But that's what started the original fires. And now I'm pretty sure yesterday and today they're having another wind event like that. So I saw that little fires were sparking up here and there. I'm still watching on my fire app that I have for out there. So it's not over yet. But I was looking ahead, and it looks like they might be getting rain this weekend, which would help so much. Wow. So much. So fingers crossed that Los Angeles gets some rain on them. We need some Lady Gaga rain on me.
On me.
Please.
I was thinking, like, it would just be so amazing, like, if it rained. Like, when
it really needs to. It really needs to. I thought the contrary. While I was out there, I was like, you know what would really suck right now? If a fucking earthquake happened. Like, knock on wood. Thank God. But that's the kind of year it felt like so far. Like, you know, it's not like one punch. It's like, no, you're being fucking pummeled with multiple punches, one after another. Literally. So pray for Los Angeles, you know, be grateful for what you have, because these people, you know, they lost it all in a matter of minutes. And then you see the videos, people standing on their homes with fucking garden hoses, trying to stop the fire from spreading to their home. People who quite literally told the police and the fire department, like, I'm not leaving, I'm going to fucking die in this home. It's devastating. And I think it's a reality check, and be grateful for what you have, because it's all temporary. It's all temporary. I'm practicing like this Buddhist like mindset, like, I'm reading this book. I'm reading A New Earth. I'm finally reading it. And I kind of skipped to the back a little. I'm like, I already feel that. Like, there's this one thing that stuck out to me, and it was like, there is no good or bad. There just is. There just is. There's no good or bad. Like, everything's everything's fake, you know?
God,
like,
that just brought me back. Wow.
Yeah. So I'm loving that, and I'm just trying to, you know, remain within myself, and literally everything is temporary. So be grateful for the life you have, period.
Totally. I don't know how to transition this exactly, because
we jumped into it a little bit too fast, but Billy had to bring it up. So
I was gonna say a gay joke, but now it just sounds a bit silly.
Oh my God, be fucking for real. Read the room.
Yeah. So do we want to just get into it?
Keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Keep it rolling. You got me hot now.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Oh, fire joke got me hot.
So, moving on, obviously, the TikTok ban.
The fake ban. The fake timeout when your parent tries to fucking discipline you, and then 12 hours later, they're like, all right, you can have your phone back.
Okay,
what fucking horseshit? I was in Atlantic City.
And what were you doing when you opened it and it stopped working?
I was in Atlantic City. I think I was... Oh my God, I was in a cab going... I think back from a concert. I went to go see Rob Thomas this weekend in Atlantic City. If you don't know Rob Thomas, lead singer of Matchbox 20. You have to know him. I'm going to send you some songs. Everyone's like, I have no idea who that is. And it's like, no. You know, like, the song. So anyway, irrelevant. I was in a cab in Atlantic City going back to my hotel, and I opened the app, and I'm like, oh my God, it's gone. It's gone.
The gag of it was that it was so much earlier than it was supposed to be.
That's like, what I was literally thinking.
I was in bed. I was like, let me go on this shit one more time. And I couldn't. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't even have my moment. And as a
Mm-hmm.
low-key, like, TikTok hater, what I did take away from this, I could go either way still, but, like, I kind of realized it's nice for it to be there. But,
You're ridiculous.
but, actually, talk about ridiculous was the way the world actually reacted, because that's crazy if TikTok is that much of your life.
I think it's more of the bigger picture, not like, oh my God, I don't have my little app to scroll on. I think it's the fact they were shutting this down, and a lot of people now get, their news and things of that nature from this app. That's where we find out like what's real and what's bullshit. And
Mm-hmm.
a lot of things that we see in the political world, we wouldn't know if we didn't see the clips on TikTok. And I think
Mm-hmm.
it was people more being afraid of being censored, you know,
Yeah, I
and
mean, I get it.
potentially who's gonna buy it out.
I get that aspect of it too, but I mean, like, the James Charles of the world,
Yes, who
like,
quite literally made a new account in a different location, quote unquote, with a VPN so he can go on TikTok. That's
go on it.
ridiculous. You
Yeah.
know, like
And, like,
that's crazy,
that's a
but
lot of people's energy too. I feel like
yeah.
it's like what I took, like, from them being like, is for the educationalness of
You could
it.
do it.
But I mean, obviously there's Google people, but whatever.
Yes.
I get it. I
Yes.
get it. I get it.
I
But we're
just think it's
back.
fucking laughable how, and I don't want to make this political at all, but
Mhm.
the original, like, we're offline now, basically, was, we're looking forward to working with President Trump. He's the one who started all this shit years ago. Like, TikTok has to go. It's bad, And now he's like, I love TikTok because I finally used it. Like, we're being gaslit. We're fucking being
Mhm.
gaslit. And it's just scary because I have a feeling like one of the bigger tech companies, Facebook or Meta, whatever the hell you want to call it, or, Elon Musk, they're going to buy
Mhm.
it, and it's not going to be what it is now. So
That's what I mean. Like, I just, if it's gonna get, like, crazy, like, it's time for it to go.
yeah.
But
My sister was like, "What are we going to do without TikTok?" I was like, "Maybe read more books."
yeah,
Like,
I'm like, that's my vibe about it.
uh-huh.
But I did, like, feel what the world was feeling, but, like, obviously to different
I think
extents
it's
and
just
stuff.
like knowing you can't access it anymore, That's what
Exactly.
it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
And I hopped on Instagram Reels for a little, and I was like, this is ass. Like, this literally sucks. It is not good. So
I don't
I was
mind
so,
it.
it's just, I don't know. My TikTok algorithm, I built that shit brick by brick. It knows me
No,
so well.
yeah.
But I'm more 50-50, where personally I don't mind if it gets banned, only because maybe I'll like get my shit together and stop fucking doom scrolling. But at the same time, as a country, I don't want to be censored to that information that we get from TikTok. So
But you can get
I
it anywhere else, and people, the creators, can move somewhere else. Like
yes, but the
the
worry is that all the other apps will be censored. Like the way Zuckerberg and Musk manipulate their social media apps. I did a whole deep dive on this. Like,
I mean,
Elon Musk literally had the algorithm changed so everyone sees his tweets more. Things
as
can be
I would
manipulated.
if
It's
I
bigger
was
than
running the.
us.
I
Oh my
mean,
God.
this is so hard with the politicalness, but
Yeah.
Donald Trump, he just said he's bringing free speech back. So what does that
Yeah.
mean? But, like, I
It's
feel
one of
like
those things.
maybe
It's like, I'll
not.
believe it
So.
when I see it, kind of thing,
Mhm.
But
Totally.
we'll have to just wait it out and see how this turns. Hopefully,
Yeah.
like, everything is the same, but it's a little fishy, a little weird. Like the TikTok, I'm pretty sure the TikTok CEO was sitting in his inauguration speech room along with Zuckerberg and fucking Elon Musk. Like, why is Mark Zuckerberg like at the presidential inauguration? Weird.
Right.
So
I mean, media is so important these days, so I don't know.
it is, but like in the sense of like you being a journalist. Like Mark
Mhm.
Zuckerberg's like not going to like write a post on, my attendance at the inauguration and this is what I, heard.
Yeah.
It's giving shady. It's giving conspiracy. So we will have to see how that develops. But yes, our temporary timeout from TikTok shooketh the world. Did you didn't download Red Note, did you?
No.
No. Do you know what Red Note is, though?
Is it like a new TikTok?
It was like a new TikTok, but it's literally like Chinese TikTok, but like actually Chinese. Like everything's in Mandarin. So you don't know what it's like. The words, like the comments, they're all in Chinese. So, but like people were going and
were like the people talking, were they American?
So they were American. A lot of it was like people already speaking English. You have to go into that, but like people were signing up and agreeing to the terms and conditions, and it's literally not in English. Like you could have been signing up to be in the fucking Chinese military for all you know, and you're like, I accept. Like I wasn't that desperate to jump to a different app, especially like really run by China. So, but a lot of people did. A lot of the creators, my sister downloaded it and she was showing me like, look, he's here. Like all of the TikTokers flooded to Red Note. Yeah. So, we as a society, we need to do a little better. Like go out and touch grass, read a book, you know? So, again, we'll have to see how this one unfolds.
Totally.
You can keep it rolling.
Okay. I have something great. Justin Bieber unfollowed Hailey Bieber.
He didn't. Did you see his post? He said someone like went onto his account and unfollowed his wife, like mad sus.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Because when I looked at 8:00 in the morning, I looked and she was gone. So I haven't been on the app since. So I'm so happy you just debunked that live.
But you know what's weird?
And I was like,
go ahead.
He's been like posting and like they've been so happy. I was like, this cannot be real.
But like it's one of those things, like again, it's social media, you don't fucking know. Like I feel like he must have heard the rumors and like the rumblings, like they were having marital issues, and that's why he's like posting her so much, because that's what anyone fucking does.
I think he's just posting more because he's gearing up for an album.
I hope he is, and I hope it doesn't fucking flop.
It's not, honey.
But like him, you saw the pictures he was posting from his like winter getaway, him sitting on the side in his underwear after he just came out of the lake. Hello.
Yeah,
Excuse me, Mr. Bieber. Double tap.
Double tap.
Listen, I'm still a woman. I may be a lesbian.
Did you meet him? Did you?
I met him twice. Yeah. Funny enough.
Was the last one? What?
Believe. It was actually the Believe album release day at JNR in the city. The first one was, he was young. He was still doing the signature Bieber hair. Wow. And that day, it was the day after Thanksgiving. I forgot what year. I want to say 2010, 2011. It was for his book. And he was still doing the Bieber hair, but that day he switched it up and like fluffed it the other way, made it like a little messy, and like everyone was shooketh. Shooketh. But funny that you mentioned this whole thing, because I went on one of my old YouTube pages last night, and one of my videos was me meeting Justin Bieber. Like my mom recorded me like meeting him, and it has like over 20,000 views or something like that. It's ridiculous.
Oh my God.
I'll have to send it to you.
Send it to me.
Yeah. But just so funny you mentioned that. Yeah, I met him twice. The first time I cried, and I am on some kind of German documentary of Justin Bieber crying, like my news clip, because I was interviewed by the news.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I have like the DVD somewhere.
Wow.
My friend who was also a Belieber, she was like, is this you? And like sent me a video of her watching this like documentary. And I was like, oh my God, that's literally me crying because I met Justin Bieber. Yes, it is. Crazy stuff.
So to snowball onto this hot topic, how about the Instagram update?
Yes. Again, weird conspiracy. It's giving you want to be TikTok so bad.
I think my state is like I was so here for it.
I mean, yeah, it's way better.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way just
actually,
the
how do you feel about it not being square? I don't know. I guess I thought it was cool.
Times are a changing. It is what it is. Like I'm kind of like on the bandwagon of bring back old Instagram, like just a photo and a shitty filter, like a shitty sepia filter on it. Like I don't know. Like that's what the core of Instagram was. It was photos, And
Right.
although
I
it
do
was
want
a
to bring
bitch
photos
trying
back.
to like reframe, you know, your 4x3 photo into a 1x1, you have to use like those apps
Hmm.
and put like the white squares around them, you know.
The
But
borders, yes.
I mean, listen, like I said, times are changing. They're getting with the program, and aesthetically, like it looks better because our phones are quite literally that dimension.
Right.
So
True.
it makes
Hmm.
sense.
Hmm.
But Instagram wants to be TikTok so bad. Honey, you will never
But
be her. You will never be her.
I
Let
feel
it
like
go, Mark Zuckerberg.
you're saying go back to the old way, but then TikTok, you like want it.
Because I think you have to look at it as two different things. One is like photos, one is videos. TikTok was never photos. TikTok was always
Yeah.
videos. Instagram started as photos, and that's what we all
Hmm.
love and adored. I don't need to
Right.
see these cringy fucking reels. Like the amount of times I just see like it's all like clickbait to get you to watch. It's like literally rage bait. Like I'm watching someone like cutting a watermelon so wrong and I'm like, "Why am I watching this?" But like I'm so angry about this. It's
Hmm.
stupid. That's literally what fucking Instagram reels are. So, I don't know. I get back to your roots. Never stray away from who you are
Mm.
at Instagram.
I don't know. I guess the whole creator vibe of it is cool,
I
but I
guess.
get
I,
it.
I, I honestly, if I didn't have a business, and at this point, I don't even know if the business thing is going to keep me holding on, I want to delete it all. I want to get off. I want to get
Mhm.
off because Instagram is just every social media. It's so fake. I could post a picture of me right now in Florida, and people be like, "Oh my god, you're in Florida!" Ooh. And I'm like, "No, you fucking moron!" Like, just
It's
because
from
I'm
last summer.
posting there, yeah. But
Hmm.
like, people will believe that, and I've gotten to the point where I started fucking with people. Like, I think it might have even been you months ago. I posted like a picture on a plane, and you were like, "Oh my god, where are you going?" And I was like, "Bitch, I'm coming home." Like, I went already, you know.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
it's just all so fake and you don't really know people just because you have them on Instagram. It's only what they want to show. And I only show fucking 0.5% of my life on Instagram. And it's
Hmm.
all fake and curated to be so perfect, but it's fucked with us so much because we think it's reality. And it's
Right.
not. Oh, this got me fired up. I'm hot.
Enter my mental health issues.
No, literally. I think that's why, you know, me and you discussed we were a little depressy, having a little mentee bee. But it's societal standards and like being pushed onto me where I had this breakdown where it's like, what am I doing with my life? I'm seeing everyone getting married, getting houses. I'm like, I don't know when the fuck I'm going to leave my mom's basement, let alone get
Hmm.
married to someone, let alone buy my own house. And I'm comparing myself to this, but I'm like, stop it. Like, no, like you are unique, you're an individual, but how can you not compare when that's all you see? Like curated perfection. That's literally what it is, curated perfection.
Hmm.
So it's causing me a lot of mental distress. My therapist
Vibes.
is going to make some big cash off of me the next few weeks because it's tough. It's tough when you feel like everyone is, you know, found their niche in the community and you're just like, what the fuck's a niche? Like I'm just me. I'm literally Lex. Like I like my quote unquote brand is LexPed. Me, Alexa. I am the niche. How the
Hmm.
fuck am I supposed to fit in anywhere? I don't.
Hmm.
So let
Oh
me stop.
gosh.
Let me cool down.
Yeah,
Fuck
that's
social media.
yeah, I could get
We're going
pretty deep.
honestly, we're going back to YouTube. I was gonna tell you this off camera. I'm going full send into YouTube. I made two
I
channels
yeah,
last
love
night.
YouTube.
Two new channels last night. We're doing this. I can't be bothered with the
That's where I want to
validity
be.
of the social medias. Is it staying? Is it going? TikTok, you make no fucking money. Not that I want to make money, but if I'm gonna be putting effort in, I want to potentially make some fucking
You mean
coins.
Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram, you can't really make money. TikTok, you can,
Hmm.
but again, who knows? It could be here today, gone tomorrow. Everyone's freaking out about their livelihood because TikTok's gonna be gone. YouTube, tried and true, she will always be here.
I
So
love YouTube.
I'm going to YouTube and I'm gonna really fucking do my creator thing because
Hmm.
human beings are meant to create. And I got a lot to say. Got a lot to say. So I'm excited, but 2025 is the YouTube year. And we talk about this. We see so many small creators popping off. I came across a kid last night. He had 11 videos. One of them had like 200,000 views, and he has like thousands of subscribers. And it's like literally just him talking on his fucking porch, smoking a
Hmm.
cigarette.
Hmm.
So
Speaking of YouTube, I have an amazing segue to my last thing.
Go for it.
David Dobrik.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about him.
That's fine. I don't know either. I'm shocked to see him back.
Are you though?
Here for the drama. Maybe
he
it's
needs
like
his coin. Maybe he's run out.
it's such a hot topic. I guess like how do you feel? Wait, you were never even like a vlog squad.
I was never not the vlog squad. I do know the impact David Dobrik had on YouTube.
Did you watch his videos when they were?
No.
Okay.
No. That was not my corner of YouTube.
Okay, so this is a pretty interesting
honestly, during
then.
that time, I was on the makeup side of YouTube. I loved James Charles, Jeffrey, Dramageddon. Oh, bring me back when James Charles, like Goodbye Sister, classic video. I go back and watch Goodbye Sister like once a month.
No.
Some like YouTube archive page has it up because fucking what's her face Tati deleted it. And you did it at my birthday.
I think what I meant by like David Dobrik is like kind of the ramped upness of, not that was Dramageddon, but he has his own Dramageddon.
He does,
like,
yeah.
It's just such a crazy thing with Jeff, who opened the salon in frickin' Staten Island, which you have
Jeff
to go
literally
see.
opened a barbershop where I live, and it's funny, when I was like thinking of leaving my barbershop a few years ago, I thought about going to work there. But I was like, why leave another shop to go to another? Like, I'll just open my own place.
Right.
So, yeah, crazy. I think it's very telling that he came back to YouTube. You know, man wants his coin, and he knows he's going to get it from YouTube. The people love him, and he's shredded now.
Well, I wonder if his video is even monetized, actually.
Oh, you think no?
I don't think he needs money.
I mean, probably not. He has that pizza place out in Cali, Dobrik's, you know?
His channel is dead, so realistically, when you don't post after a certain time, they turn off the monetization.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I believe it's like 6 months. It might even be 4. It was like just so genius the way it's done, like having it launched in January. Everyone's trying to get their fitness. Like, I was truly inspired, but I was also so here to see now the rebuttal of what Jeff is going to say moving forward. Because I believe he hasn't spoken yet.
I don't think Jeff has spoken on it. I can't imagine what he feels like. Not that you know more of that whole lore than I do, but I can't imagine how he feels.
I think he's raging.
Probably. I mean, he fucking can't see out of his eye.
As he should. It's insane.
You
He's
know?
on his 12th surgery, and it's just happened. And I think the situation happened in 2020. Like, it's been years now.
Yeah.
And like, he actually looks like effed up again. Like,
yeah, he does. His whole
like,
face is, absolutely.
It's beyond.
For David Dobrik not even to ever speak on it, apologize for it, like, why are we giving someone like that their flowers and praise? Like, stop fucking praising assholes.
Right.
Again, there's 2 sides to every story, 3 sides actually, but from what we can see and how Jeff has been speaking so openly about it, how can anyone be like, David Dobrik? Like, no offense to you, but
No,
you know, like, how can anyone feel that way? And I know you don't feel that way, but
no, damn, man, I was literally just gonna say something about that. It's just pure entertainment. Like, it's Dramageddon, right? It's this now.
Yes.
A different
I just
type
can't help
of...
but feel bad consuming that kind of stuff, though, knowing what has happened, the consequences. This man can barely see out of his eye, you know?
I know.
Like, why would I want to ever watch a David Dobrik video, even though I've never really watched, but now I really will never fucking watch. It's gonna be a crazy year. Fucking buckle up.
I'm watching to see what David says to like form like true opinions, I guess, like moving forward. Like, I follow it.
I won't be surprised if he won't drop another video now. Like, do you think he's gonna drop another video anytime soon?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I would consider him like back.
All right. Well, again, we're gonna have to see. Developing story. Get your bingo cards out. We're going to make a fucking bingo card for next week because Lord knows what this fucking year has in store for us.
For real, for real.
I mean, I think that's pretty much what's been popping off so far this year. My last little tidbit, which is going to take 2 seconds, the Nikki Glaser takeover. Love her. She
just did the
amazing.
Golden Globes?
Yes. She's everywhere, and she's hysterical.
I heard like a lot of like good praise about her, and I really meant to like look up her intro like to the opening.
What kind of fucking reactor are you?
A TV and movie one. And music.
Oh my god.
Now
Go
that
watch.
you said
She's
that,
hysterical.
I'll get back
the
to
perfectly
you with this
timed comedy. And this goes back to last year a little. She was in the roast of Tom Brady and destroyed him. You know who Tom Brady is, right, gay boy?
Yeah.
The football player. She just did the roast of him and she destroyed him, and she was by far the funniest. She was one of her jokes. She was like, Tom Brady, you have 7 rings, like Super Bowl championship. You have 7 rings. She's like, well, I guess now 8 since Giselle gave hers back. Like, roasted him. Roasted him.
Boom, roasted.
So it started there. I mean, she's been around for years now, but I'm glad she's finally getting what she deserves. I actually watched a clip of her from a few years ago on Joe Rogan where she talks about being sober. She doesn't drink. So I feel like that's very rare, especially in like the stand-up comedy world. They have a little drink before they go on stage. And it honestly, I love her even more now because of that. So do your thing, queen. Nikki Glaser. Get your coin, get your flowers. She's hysterical and she's gorgeous. And she's a Swiftie. Big Swiftie. She went to so many Eras Tour concerts. Love it. My sister and I were freaking out about the TikTok ban because we're like, how are we going to know that Taylor Swift's album is coming out? How are we going to know Reputation's coming out? I don't know. No, it's not the same. The Swifties are quick on TikTok. I see posts on Instagram for 5 days ago. I'll refresh my page and it's like, oh, this girl posted. I'm like, oh, look at this. And it's like 5 days ago. What the hell? Anyway, I need to cool down. I need to like literally go step in the 5 inches of snow that's outside because
Is there truly?
Yeah, it snowed yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah. Like 4 inches or so. Like I had to wear boots. Boots. Now it's 16 degrees outside. 16. It was 12 this morning.
Wow. Damn.
So yeah, I'm going to go step out, cool down a little because y'all got me fired up.
Oh my gosh, I'm scared. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode and are excited that we're back.
Even though it's too late to say Happy New Year, like this is our first episode of the New Year, so Happy New Year. Again, we will have the link to donate to the LA fires in our show notes. Listen, every dollar counts. Like you don't have to donate hundreds, but $1, $2, $5, like just don't get a fucking Starbucks tomorrow and donate instead. But thank you so much everyone for listening. We are so happy to be back. New year, new me, same Billy.
Ish.
Make sure you're subscribing, liking, follow us. Get on YouTube. Like we want y'all on YouTube. We want you to see our faces. So come to YouTube. We want to do YouTube Live so bad, but we need you to follow us, subscribe to the channel.
Word.
And yeah, we'll be back next week, bitches. Same time, same place. You know where to find us. Peace, love, and light. We out.